What's up, Knicks Nation? The boys in orange and blue make history. History against the lowly Brooklyn Nets. I sent my boy a text, who's a Net fan, one of the two Net fans I know. And let me tell you something, man. I sent him eyeballs. And with the eyeballs, he responded with a gif that said, like, what do you want me to do? Knicks make history, blowing out the Brooklyn Nets by a total of 54 points. Everybody had it going. Everybody played defense. Everybody made adjustments. Mike Brown had these boys looking incredible. We understand it's the lowly Nets, but we're going to talk about this blowout win tonight on the post-game call-up show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest, and you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we're live, man. Welcome to the show. Man, what could I say about the boys in orange and blue? Salute to all the channel members that was in the building early. I see you, Mellow Mike. I see you, J-Tap. J-Tap says, I'm not impressed. Of course, the super producer, Maxine in the house. Subscribe to the Objective Knicks fan. Definitely. Hey, if you're not subscribed and you want to get in this chat, subscribers only mode is on now. So make sure you subscribe. Also, like the video. As the poll says, as you come in, did you like the video? If you didn't, take your time to like the video now. So to my man, Coach, great to see you. All the channel members in the building early, representing. Listen, I'm going to say this, man. I know it's the Nets. I am the Objective Fan. I know it's the Nets. But if you're going to get a win, you got to get a win like that. Let me get into some special announcements before I get to the calls. If you do want to call up, it's 646-995-8389. And by the way, call-up show rules are in effect. Let's see if I could get this on the screen. Not seeing it. I don't know why. Bam, it's right here. Okay, all calls will be 3 minutes. All right. And then we do got the $5 callback option available. If that's what you're interested in, you can hit up the link tree, or you can send you can send it via Cash App for a $5 callback off the rip. And to stay on that tip, if you can't call up, because I know it's late, you might be with your family, or you don't want to make too much noise, you could always send a super chat or a Cash App, and I will read it. Okay. Now, one thing we got to do a big time salute to the channel. I know the Knicks made history, but as a channel, we crossed the 400K view mark. Salute to us. You know, we're growing, and of course, we on that road to 10K. Okay, and our next milestone is 2K. So, you know, like the video, subscribe, do everything that you got to do to help us on that goal. I drop a lot of content. I'm here every day. And yeah, man, I'm happy. So congratulations. Also, to those of you guys that just watch titles, this is why YouTubers take advantage of you guys, because you look at titles and you don't watch the video. I did a video that had a question. The question whether or not Brunson was a weak leader or a weak captain. I never said that Jalen Brunson was a weak captain, but because people just go by titles and they don't actually read the book, you guys will think that. I just found that to be crazy. Okay. So Let me see if there's anything else. I think I hit everything else. I'm gonna jump into the first call. I'm impressed about this game because of the way they won it, not because they won it. Of course, we knew the Brooklyn Nets were a soft touch, but it's still a win no matter what. Let's see if I get this brother on the line. 646-995-8389.
Yo, man.
What's going on, Moses? How's it going, brother?
Yeah, it sounded like they smelled the coffee and took some Red Bull or some energy drink or something for this game tonight. I'm not
the
worried
Bugs
about
Bunny
it.
juice, man. The Bugs Bunny juice.
I'm not worried because it's the Nets, man. I already know they was going to win, so I didn't watch the game because I already know. Understand?
Oh, okay.
The thing is that where was this kind of game energy when they was playing those other teams?
Right.
So I think Brunson had a meeting with the players. So I think that meeting, they better smell the coffee and they better start getting on that winning streak.
Facts.
You understand? Well, whatever they were smoking on that game, it sounded like they were smoking crack that last game we lost.
Hey, so okay. Damn, we going there?
Go ahead. But it sounded like they was high. They wasn't playing well that last game, so they better wake up. I understand. You know what I'm saying? We still aren't going to make the playoff anyway. I still believe we'll make it anyway. You understand?
Right.
Listen, that Towns trade, he's not going anywhere, bro. I don't believe they're gonna trade him. You understand?
Right.
So all that anybody who say they're gonna trade Towns, man, I'm not listening to it. Until it happens, I'm not seeing it. And plus, who are you gonna trade Towns for? If I'm not getting no player that's an equal value or something better, then why the hell am I trading for? So and here's the crazy part. When I heard that, it's like, it sounded like Leon Rose trading trading for Towns.
Right.
You understand? Unfortunately, I'm sorry to bring up the Julius Randle thing again, but when he was here, for some reason, the chemistry was flowing. You understand? But when he left and got Towns here, the chemistry kind of off and on. You understand? So what's the reason for that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Tonight they look really good because they were all smiling and laughing with each other on the bench. So, hey.
But then again, that's the Nets, though. Where was that kind of?
No, I'm talking about the chemistry. No, I'm just saying the chemistry. What I'm saying is, I don't think we have chemistry issues. I think that's a false narrative. I think they've just upset with losing. You go get a win, and guys are going to smile on the bench. But last question. So it seems like you don't believe. Do you believe in the Knicks' redemption arc after this historic blowout?
I'm not giving up on them. I'm still going to be a New Yorker no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Whether they win or lose. But at the same time, bro, don't get excited for this game because again, this is the Brooklyn Nets you played against. So you gotta start coming out with that energy against big teams. You better get your butt out in that court, smell some coffee or something.
I feel you, Moses, man.
Game, man. You know that's what it is. And like I said.
Okay, but hold on, really quickly, man. Okay, go ahead. One last thing. Go ahead.
Who's gonna be Brunson? Are we gonna get a Robin to a Brunson? So do you think Brunson can get Batman to the team, to this Knicks team right now? If you get Giannis, let's say God forbid, player Giannis.
Yeah, you kind of Moses, you kind of low, and we gotta go. I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna answer. Hold on. Really quickly, I'm gonna answer your question on the way out because we do gotta move. I do got more callers, but I'm gonna answer your question about the Batman. All right, with Jalen Brunson.
All right.
I'm gonna check you out tomorrow. I'm live
just
every day.
Let me say this one thing. Like, if they get Giannis in, do you think who's gonna be the leader, Giannis or Brunson? That's it.
At that point, listen, they get Giannis, I wouldn't even listen. It could be anybody's team, man. But I appreciate you, though, Moses. I'm gonna get back with you.
Yeah, take care.
Big time salute. Yeah, I feel like this was to me, I think this was a good win. I know the Nets are not a great team. I consider this a practice game. The things I liked about this, I liked a lot of things about this game. I like their attitude. I like the way they came out. I like how defiant the blowout is. it's one thing to just beat a team by 10 points. Oh, okay. But to blow the team out like this, to have the bench guys come in and add to the lead and sustain the lead and keep the lead a historic blowout, I think everybody bought into this system, and whatever discussion they had, I'm going to say it was a success. But keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. To all the vampires out there, we're talking about this Brooklyn Nets historic victory. Do you believe in the Knicks redemption arc after this blowout? I'm telling you guys right now, I did a show. I said, hey, the Knicks are going to go on a run. I said it. We lost to Dallas. But see, a lot of people had the Dallas loss twisted because Dallas is a really good defensive team, believe it or not. Without AD and those guys, they've been playing good defense. Without Lively and Gafford in and out, they've been playing some good defense. But the defense is not necessarily just on the interior. They do a great job on the perimeter with three balls. So, yeah, I was hella impressed with the boys in orange and blue, with the way they came out and the way that they performed tonight. And I just think that going forward, they need to maintain this level of energy. Okay, we do got another caller. Hey, Mellow Mike in the house. Channel member, Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Talk to me, brother.
Hello, Karan. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. I thought that this was a great defiant win. I know it's the Nets, but what say you?
It was a great victory. Blew them out by 54 points.
Yep.
I saw a lot of positives. To be honest with you, all the expectations that I expected really came true right off the bat.
Yep.
I like that the Knicks were kind of, working from the inside, then working them way out. Getting Cat involved from the beginning, that was key. I saw Jalen in one of the timeouts talking and communicating with Cat. They were sitting closer together than unlike the other game where they were sitting apart. There was a lot of communication, and they were playing Knicks basketball. And look, everybody got involved, and definitely trust me, I understand this is the Brooklyn Nets, but you know what? The body language, the continuity with this team was a good sign. Definitely, they definitely came with a different mindset, and I was proud of them tonight. For me, I'm looking ahead what they're going to do with Philly, because obviously you got the Fast and Furious boys with Edgecombe and Maxey, but
oh boy,
I want to see this carry over that same intensity. That's my thing, because tonight I did expect them to blow them out, and this was going to be a big statement game, whether they wanted it or didn't, want it, due to the fact of this big meeting that Jalen had with the team, and maybe this is what they needed to get stuff, out of their system, and getting these guys all involved, and hopefully, getting on this run that now that we had talked about, it wasn't so favorable of it. Hopefully this is the beginning of something good. And this meeting was needed. And obviously, look, this was a perfect example. And let's see what happens on Saturday. Philly's a true test now. And the game's away. Yes.
And so I got a question.
Sure.
So do you believe in the Knicks redemption arc after this historic blowout? Do you believe in it? Yep.
I'm going to say yes, because you know what? This is what I was looking for. The body language of the team, the these guys working together, and this was something we didn't see for the past couple of weeks. They were just going spiraling down, poor shooting.
Exactly.
Can't reach 100 points. All the data was just going down. So now it's an opportunity for them. They just made a big statement. Again, I know it's the Nets.
Right, we know it's the Nets. We're not acting like it's not.
But this is key. Them making a statement and getting these guys back on track where they all can feel comfortable, trusting one another. And like I said, starting off the game with getting the big guy involved was key. And I saw Cat look like he was a totally different guy, handling his business. And then, you know what, JB went to work. Shamit had a great night tonight, shooting threes. And it was just like it came to them. They wasn't forcing, the 40-plus threes. It came to them. And I think maybe this was the change that Mike Brown was talking about. But there was only one little thing that was a little bit uncomfortable when they interviewed Mike Brown about something about the offense. One of the reporters were asking him. I felt like he was going back into that West Coast mentality again. And I was like, whatever you guys did today, just keep that going, man. I don't want to hear. Yeah. Like, I don't want to hear about the 40 because they asked him and I felt like, oh, we're going backwards again. I was like, man, just keep what you did today. Do it for the rest of the year, man, because hopefully that's what we need. We need to keep this team united and together, and this was a great sign for it. So, yeah.
I appreciate the call, Mellow Mike, man. I look forward to talking to you again. Oh, and I gotta hit you up. I'm gonna try to hit you up tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
I got a question I want to ask you.
No problem.
But big time salute, great win.
All right, take care, Karan. Salute to the guys in the chat. Take care.
Peace. All right, Mellow Mike. Great call, great message. I'm gonna give you some of my thoughts on the game after these messages.
Real question. Do you actually know basketball or do you just watch it? Because most fans watch games and talk, but they're not breaking anything down. No tracking, no documentation, no real analysis, just reactions and baseless opinions. 82 Nights changes that though. Over 200 pages to analyze what you're watching, track rotations, break down patterns, highlight players, take actual notes. That's how you go from someone who watches to someone who knows. That's how your basketball IQ levels up. Link in chat, hardcover or soft, stop guessing, start documenting today.
Definitely go check out the link tree and get your, for a limited time, get a discount on the 82 Nights soft cover for $37. It's on sale now. Go cop that. And yeah, man, expand your basketball knowledge beyond the horizon, man. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. And of course, like I said before, if you can't call up, you could always send in a super chat. And I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on this game. I'm excited because I felt like from out the gate, when they went on the 14-0 run, I was like, yeah, this team, they are for real. Because one of the things I told Maxine, I said, if the Knicks don't score 115 points tonight or 110 points, I gave them 5-point buffer. I was saying, man, this team is just not it. This team is just not it. If they can't get 110 points against a Brooklyn Nets team that gives up like 119, let me see if I got the number here. Hold on. I'm going to tell you exactly what they give up. They give up 119 points. So in my mind, I'm like, listen, man, if you guys can't score on these guys, then you guys are just, y'all not that good, bro. Because for me tonight, it wasn't just about winning the game. It was about total domination. It was about not playing around with your food, okay? The Brooklyn Nets give up 114 a game. So if you can't get 110 against this defense, which is ranked number 24th in the league, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, then you're just not for real. And when they came out with that 14-0 run after the kid Demon, like I told you this morning on the Breakfast Show, I told you the kid Demon, man, yo, he's not a bad player. He's not a slouch. I was curious to see who they would put Brunson on, but it turned out he was on Drake Powell, right? Who I keep thinking for some reason is taller. I actually got to see him in person because he played against the Westchester Knicks that time, and I was there. And for some reason, I just felt like he was taller than what he was. I was a little worried about Brunson's matchup because I figured the Igor Demon kid, he's not a slouch. But he only made the 2 threes he first took. Then he missed 5 straight. So the response to him going on that run, to me, was incredible. Then like what Mellow Mike said, when they decided to get Karl-Anthony Towns involved, I thought that was a major adjustment as well because sometimes he's easily forgotten. And I just love the way they started the game. And Brunson then taking over towards the end of the first quarter. Great chemistry. I thought defensively, the perimeter defense was amazing. Outstanding. You had guys rotating, knowing their assignments, no zone defense. Once again, the Brooklyn Nets are not a great offensive team. By no stretch of the imagination am I going to cap and act like the Brooklyn Nets are all of that in a bag of chips. What I will say, though, is that them coming out and doing it still in real time, I think that this is a major confidence booster. So we definitely got to make sure, we always have that energy when we come out. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
North Carolina.
Okay, big time. Salute. What's going on? Are you a Knicks fan out in Carolina? What's up? Talk to me.
Oh yeah, I'm a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan
Let's go.
as a child, man. I'm 52 years old. I was born in Flushing, Queens.
Nice, man. Okay, so Queens in the house, man. So, a lot of people have been kind of critical of this game, saying that, it was against the Nets. We not buying it. What say you?
Yeah, I believe that, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Come on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we beat this team is not even mediocre. You know what I mean? We beat
right.
a pushover. Yeah, basically. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Okay. So are you buying the redemption arc? Do you think the Knicks are back? Do you think that we're going to continue this energy?
I think
into
we
Philly?
need to make a trade still, I mean, we got to keep our core, but we got to get, I don't know if we can get anything for Yavu and Dadier, which we've been talking about, but we need to do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we definitely need a Segay buy or whatever. Whatever we can get, man. We need something.
Right.
We can come in and just, and play D, We definitely, we lag in defense, man. We got two of our starters that don't play defense at all, I mean, our point guard and our center. So yeah, that's where our problem is. So I mean,
well, when you say they don't play defense at all, I disagree with that.
I'm talking about the center and our point guard because they don't play defense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying I disagree with that. They're not good on so Brush is not good on the ball.
No, he's not. He's not a defensive player, man. He's more of a passive. He's good for offensive minded. He's amazing.
Yeah. No, but he draws charges. He helps on defense.
He does his thing. I'm not saying that, but when it comes
he helps.
When it comes to an elite point guard, he can't stop him. No.
But no point guard. The only point guard that guard point guards. I can't even say that. To be honest, none of them guard each other. To be honest.
Right.
None of them. Yeah, none of them. But anyway, I hear you. So what should we do? What move should we make?
Honestly, we need to get Shaquille Bay. Like I kind of agree with that.
Now you're talking my language.
Would be a killer move. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
even if you're going Kolek, you know what I'm saying? I think we can get rid of Kolek and still be okay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Throw Kolek in there. I think Sadiq Bey will be an amazing addition.
Man, he's like a baby Julius Randle. Give me Sadiq Bey.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Man, we need a power forward. You know what I'm saying? Like that defense and a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need a dog. Like I said, we're lacking dogs. We got dogs. We got Hart. We got, we got OG. We got our dogs, but we need a dog. Let's even throw what's his name at center. Play small ball. Add it small. At center. We got something out there.
I feel you, man. So we need to make that trade, and then we will be back.
I think
ready to rock and roll.
I think that would escalate us, man, for sure. I think that's an amazing offer, and even if we throw in Kolek, we can't give him McBride. I think he's too big of a
not Deuce. Yeah, but Clarkson might have to go.
Deuce up, man.
Clarkson might have to go. What do you feel about that?
Kolek is like expendable, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he's proven he can play. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts.
I mean, especially against in the Cup. I mean, he showed what he's about.
Right.
I mean, he was probably one of the reasons why we won the damn Cup.
Yep. No, facts, man. But I appreciate your call, brother. I got your number locked in. So next time you call, I know my man out of Queens and now in North Carolina, man. I appreciate it.
Flushing, Queens, by the way. Yeah, originally.
Yes, sir.
Northern Boulevard, Flushing, Queens, 192nd Street. Yep.
No doubt, man.
All
Queens
right.
in the house. I'm rocking with you, brother.
All right,
big time
man.
salute.
All right.
All right. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. I'm liking the victory. I know y'all not feeling it. Y'all thinking it's the Brooklyn Nets. Right now, our record against bottom 20 offenses is 23-4. And our record against bottom 20 defenses is 20-9. So, it's just too many factors based on the probabilities of past performance that I felt yeah, we were going to win this game. For me, what makes it what it is the way they won the game. I like the tightening of the rotation as well. 9-man rotation. I told y'all, Mike Brown, you're going to have to make a decision. And he made it. And it looks like Clarkson is the odd man out. So what does that say? Does that mean that Clarkson may be on the block? I don't know. We know that Yabu was kind of a fill-in, but I did like when he came with Yabu, Shamet, and Mitch, only because of size. I feel like, man, you got to have size in this league. I'm tired of seeing when they play these small guards all together, man. It's just not effective in terms of cross matches, rebounding, right? And when you're in transition, a lot of time you get a lot of these mismatches. So I just felt like playing size, it worked. You know, Yabu, he's still not. I mean, every time I'm rooting for him, he just doesn't look good, man. He had one good post up. That was his moment of the game. I also like Bridges going downhill a little bit more, trying to get, closer to the basket, getting his mid-range bag. I like it. I just felt like, man, this team was just all in sync. I mean, OG is probably the only one I would say that looked a little out of sync at times, but still, I mean, it doesn't matter when you're up 50 points. Hello, caller, state your name and where you calling from.
Yo, it's Rock from the ATL.
Rock from the ATL, what's going on, man? Tell me what's your thoughts. I mean, a lot of people, they're not feeling it. They feeling like it's the Brooklyn Nets. You're supposed to do this. What say you?
Yeah, that's true, but you got to start somewhere. Somebody got to get lumped up.
Bingo.
And if it's got to be a lesser opponent to start that run, then so be it,
Nah, you're right. I agree 100%. So did you notice anything, adjustments or differences, or is it like still too early to tell what they did differently?
Well, I see they reverted back to looking the way they did the beginning of the season. That's for
right. That's a good start.
Yeah, and to get that going, people must have been able to air out their grievances and get some weight lifted off their shoulders. Because you see how happy they was on the bench and talking to each other.
Exactly.
So some things must have been lifted, and people must have finally opened up. And I don't, you know what? I can't say I give them full credibility, but
right.
I don't remember the name of this dude. That some dude on the Instagram. He's saying that he has a hidden source, and the problem is that no one cared. No one on the team cares for Josh and JB and JB's pops. They feel like everyone else is excluded, and JB's not passing the ball correctly, and Mitch is not getting the ball. He's not happy. He want to go somewhere where he can flourish and get touches more. And OG feel the same way. I'm not sure about that, but you know what?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of believe it a little bit because the fact that everybody's touching the ball and not everybody's happy, which leads me to believe that there's some truth to that, if not all the way.
I don't believe most of it. I do believe that possibly Mitch could feel that way because he's on the contract. Like this is his contract year, so he needs to look good, and I think that's part of the reason why you see him doing what he's doing. I got to get paid, so I can't afford to come out lackadaisical, and I can't play around with my health. Not that he can control it because it's usually a freak accident, but I don't believe that nobody likes Brunson. I think that's cap. Brunson is the most selfless player in the world. He gave up $100 million. Like I can't see that, bro. Can't see it. And the way these guys play. These guys don't even take shots.
Well, I was thinking more so with it gameplay, not necessarily the person. But because I've seen him throw in these last two games more alley-oops to Mitch than he's done all last season and in the games before this early season.
Right.
Not facts. Looks good.
It does. I was getting on them for that, because I'm like, yo, Mitch, you got to get the hell out of it. He's been doing a lot better job. Getting the hell out of there. That's why he's getting the lobs.
Yeah, you got to reward the big man. I mean, a lot of times when he got a defender on him, that's kind of sticking to him good. Mitch just come to the elbow, Mitch run a brush screen real quick, dart, and just throw him a lob.
Get out of there. Get out. Because not a lot of teams like the Nets is terrible. So the reason why he was getting lobs tonight, no weak side help. Right. You know, usually that's the answer for the Mitch lob.
Right.
Weak side help. So, but when you catch teams sleeping, you got to take advantage of it. They wasn't even blitzing Brunson like that, to be honest. Not at least successfully, if that was what you would call a good attempt at it. But I just feel like to really quick on those rumors you were saying, or that guy who was talking about it, I'm not buying it because of the way they play. Like when you watch them sometimes, OG and Anunoby's the only one that has any real aggression to his game where he'll just go downhill. The rest of these guys, they waiting for a pass. And when's the last time you seen guys with hands in the air?
Yeah.
These guys don't got their hands in the air. When have you seen Bridges with his hands in the air and then look down because he didn't get the ball?
Right.
Rarely happens. So I think the problem was the losing. I think when they start winning, everyone's happy. When you're losing, it's miserable, especially when you're expected to win. And a lot of these guys are winners. So, you know, going through that stretch, no one wants to go through that.
Well, regardless, as a leader, JB gonna have to keep those lines open. Whereas I can say anything to you, and you can say anything to me, so we'll never have any beef or nothing linger. So we could always have an open line of communication, so we could always be able to move on from where we stuck at.
Right, 100%, man. Any final words you want to share, man? Great call.
Yo, DOR, you got to get some more minutes, man. You looking good in this game, man.
Yo, honestly, I think the menace is over. I think he's going with a tight 9-man rotation, and if they make a trade, that guy they get will be the 9th man, and I wouldn't be surprised if Clarkson's up out of here. I'm not saying I can say it with certainty. I'm not saying I got inside sources, but I think Clarkson's out of here.
Oh yeah, Clarkson need to go because I was disappointed. I thought I never paid attention to him before he came to the Knicks, but I thought he was better than he was. He's kind of inconsistent, and Yabo, he looked better in Philly last season. I mean, the way he's built, man, you should be able to tuck that ball and move through people like Barkley, man. But that's not the case.
Nah, he's not an athlete. He's not that LeBron dunk fooled us, man.
Yeah, that fooled us big time, right?
Fooled us big time. He's not about that life. But yo, man, I appreciate the call. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, man. You know, I'm probably gonna do another 2 a day. I know they don't play tomorrow, so definitely Knicks Nocturnal. So yeah, I'm gonna be rocking, bro. 100%.
Okay, cool. All right, Kay, have a good night.
Big time salute. You too.
All
right. That was my man Rod from the ATL in the building. Once again, man, I'm cool. This is what I needed to see. I mean, there's a little bit more I could share, but I mean, I just love the way they played tonight, and we'll talk more about it after these messages.
Most basketball fans watch games and talk loud, but they're not really seeing anything. They're reacting. They're repeating what they heard. They're not analyzing. They're not breaking it down. You want to be different? 82 nights. Over 200 pages where you document what you actually see. Break down rotations, track patterns, game to game, highlight the players making moves. When you put it on paper, you start seeing what actual fans miss. Your predictions improve, your insights get sharper, your basketball understanding jumps. You stop sounding like everyone else and you start speaking from knowledge. That's what this channel is about. That's what 82 Nights is about. Link in chat, elevate your game now.
Salute to Maxine for the nice presentation. Definitely go check out the 82 Nights basketball fans. Well, the official basketball intelligence system. We changed the name. Go check it out now on the Linktree. Same system, same access for a lower price. All right. You could do so on the Linktree /TheObjectiveFan. Call up 646-995-8389. Do y'all even care about the Nets? Do y'all even care about the Nets, man? Yo, my boy sent me a text like this. I sent him the eyes. He sent me this. Like, he didn't know what to say. Like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. It was a GIF. I don't know what you want me to do about it, bro. We got cooked. And he's an official Knick hater. And so I always troll him every time the Nets do something crazy. He trolls. Well, he actually let me live during this stretch. He said he was waiting till the All-Star break. But what say you? We do got another call, man. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. What's going on? Juan from Carolina, man.
Well, Okay, since I'm not from Carolina, I live here. I'm a New Yorker though.
I got you. Well, okay. I know you're from New York, but I got your name Juan from Carolina. I could change it from New York to Carolina. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Juan in Carolina from New York.
Okay. Got you. But I appreciate your call, man. What's going on? A lot of people not buying the win, man. What's up?
That's why I called in. That's why I called in, because I highly disagree with them. Like, I almost like, yeah, well, it was a good win. We needed it, but like, I don't know. I feel like the average fan is just too impatient or too. I don't know. They annoy me sometimes. This is because it's everything you said. I just want to reiterate. It's not the fact that they beat the Nets. We expected that.
Right.
The fact that they blew them out. A 20-point blowout would have been great.
Right.
It's that we beat them down by 54.
54.
Yeah, that's what makes me like, all right, they came out there and they had something to prove. They said, you're not going to do nothing tonight. When I saw 66, I'm like, 66. Who even puts up 66 in a game in the modern NBA? That's crazy. Wow.
I thought I was watching Division II basketball.
That's crazy, bro. So that's why I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm calling in because the fans calling in are annoying me. Like, of course it's the Nets, but like, it's not just. I could understand if it was like close. It was like 10-point. You know what I mean? And the Knicks just barely edged them out. They were like, all right, well then barely beat the Nets. No, they didn't have a chance from start to finish. And then it's almost like they listened to the fans of the show or something, because JB's out there talking to people, everybody's getting involved, and the ball's moving again. It's like, did they listen to the show or something? Like,
man, yo, exactly, because this is the stuff we talk about all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, that's why I'm impressed with it, because I feel like whatever Mike Brown told them, whatever Brunson said, they went out there and executed, man. Like that gives me a lot of confidence going into these next games, because y'all gonna have to be on the same page. And what it looked like more so to me than anything, these guys are on the same page. There is no chemistry issues. These guys were laughing and cackling like nothing ever happened.
Right.
And I think it was the losing. I think people were reading into too much negativity, and these people got the inside. So we got this is one of the most unselfish teams I ever seen in my life.
A little bit too unselfish at times.
Too unselfish. No, you shoot the ball. No, you shoot the ball. Russ is like, all right, I'm shooting the ball. God damn it.
He's the only one that'll be like, you guys don't. I'm gonna shoot it there. Like, he's the one that dog. Like, that's the thing that I miss about Devo too. He's like, you guys are gonna shoot, I'll do it.
I'm shooting. Know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, so that's the only thing I miss, or not the only thing I miss from Devo. But he was also a dog. So I think that's one of the things they're missing too. Like I think another caller said it. We got to get another dog. And trade a couple guards for some size, because like you said, we don't need 9 guards.
Yeah, these guys 6'4", 6'5". Nah, bro, 6'2", 6'1". No, dog, you need 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". That is the key to success.
Yes, man. Yeah. So I'm out there like, fight with people, because they're like, oh, they say you can't win with a small.
Did we lose you, Juan? You there? He's still on the line. I'm not sure if he's in the bad reception area. But keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. You there?
Yeah.
I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you. You went out. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that there's only 2 exceptions, right, of having small guards leading you to the promised land. I was fighting with people about this. They're like, there's a ton of small guards that would start. I'm like, yeah, but they weren't the number one option. Your number one option is usually 6'2". So I want to be proven wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna say sitting here and be like, I want to be proven wrong, but this reality, this thinking with your head and thinking with your heart as a, you know what I mean?
Right. No, facts is facts. But I see, this is what I like to do. I expanded to all guards because there's only Kobe, Jordan, maybe D Wade at the time. But even though I mean Shaq was still kind of Shaq, but outside of those guards, that's it. All the other guys are big guys and forwards and centers.
Forwards and centers, yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So like it's always been a big man's league. That's why when Jordan came, he kind of upset the apple cart. You know, and then Bird and Magic too, kind of to give them their props. But before that, it was the center, Kareem, Wilt. You know, those were the guys on their teams. Yeah, Jerry West, incredible. But Wilt Chamberlain was the man on that team when he played with him. You know, so, right. Yep.
And 1-9 at
that. Exactly. So, yeah, so what you're saying is facts. That's why, listen, if Giannis doesn't want to come, screw him. But we got to keep those lines open just in case because he will, you know, cross out all of those marks you're talking about. The guy as the number one guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't like it was like the thing that makes me believe that he could be another exception is just how amazingly clutch he is for his size too.
Oh my God.
Like the thing that's like a lot of players that were number one options that were small, like Iverson.
Yep.
You know, Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
They were clutch, but they weren't that clutch. Like, it's almost like he can't miss in the fourth quarter. Like when it comes to the last few minutes in the fourth quarter, clutch time. It's like he goes into this like I almost compared to like Eli Manning when he went on those Super Bowl runs, right? Like they just went somewhere else, like in another dimension or something. Like it's just something that happens to him. You know what I mean?
See, Iverson didn't have the efficiency that Brunson has.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but yo, man, I appreciate the call, Juan. Great call, man. Big time salute. I'm riding with you, man. Yo, this was a good one.
Just say real quick, your fans have more faith. I know it's hard to be
have more faith.
I know it's hard when you're a Knicks fan, but have more faith.
Have more faith. No, you're right. I'm riding with that, 100%.
All right, later, bro.
All right, big time salute. Peace. All right, peace, my man Juan. From New York to Carolina. I gotta change that. But keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. By the way, I don't answer unknown callers because, you know, if you're gonna be a troll, at least put your name on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the blocked unknown numbers. That's corny to me. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of haters on. Believe it or not, we got a lot of haters on this channel. A lot of other teams from Detroit to Miami, you know what I'm saying? We got some guys that, you know, don't really like us over here. And you know, you could call up, just make sure, you know, you put your name to it, you know? Like I got an unknown number calling. I'm not answering that. Because the last time I answered an unknown call like 5 times, and every time I answered it, it was somebody trolling. That's corny to me. I'm not doing it. But 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. Of course, I know it's late. A lot of you guys can't call up. You could always send a donation, like I said, via Cash App, via Super Chat, via all the apps that you could send money to. And I will still read your message because I understand that it's late. And, you know, some of you guys can't hop on the phone. So once again, if you need to see that, that's $that/ I keep saying / $TheObjectiveFan. I don't know. Everything I'm used to saying /. But I'm riding with my man Juan. I think that this win is a big step in the right direction. I'm not just saying that too because I did a video telling y'all that we were gonna go on a run. I still think we could go on a run. I think the Dallas loss actually probably would make us a better team. And that's probably going to be a poll I'm going to do tomorrow. Did the adversity make us a better team, right? And so from there, we'll go. Trying to think, do I want to talk to Detroit tonight? Kind of not. I'm going to get at you, Detroit. Yeah, I'm not doing Detroit tonight. I'm not doing Detroit tonight. Even though we won, I'm going to get back at you, Detroit. I don't feel like doing Detroit tonight. You know, because I won and we're going to call up and say, but you won too. Nah, I'm good. 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. Let me know what the deal is. I do appreciate all of you guys, man. Was that Detroit in the chat? Okay. Salute to you, Detroit. We're going to talk. If that's the same Detroit, we're going to talk. I don't feel like talking right now. I want to talk to my Knicks people because I got some questions for you. Are you guys buying the Knicks redemption arc? I'm going to say this. I'm definitely buying the Knicks redemption arc. I'm going to say this. I think the way we responded can start some good habits. The number one thing that Mike Brown did to me was cut the rotation. You got to cut it, man. I know you come from Steve Kerr's school. That school is trash, bro. That I'm going to play one guy 3 minutes, the next guy 5 minutes. Nah, dog. You got to play a consistent 9 and ride with those guys. Don't play all these dudes, bro. It's just not going to work, bro. It's like, I don't want to say too many cooks in the kitchen. I think another problem is you just got too many small players too. So you're playing 12 guys and like 4 of them are like below 6'5". Where's the balance? That's why I like when he went with Yabu. I know some of you be like, well, why he's playing Yabu? I think that it was great balance to me. Coming the game with Mitch, Yabu, Shamit, and Deuce. Now you're not a small team anymore. You know, and I'm not saying size was the only reasoning, but it's definitely played a huge part. Right? Against below 500 teams, we improve our record to 17-3. We got to maintain it. And honestly, if they really want to show me they for real, they need to continue to, I say win out. Salute to my man Empire. He said, sorry for being late, but good win. No, you right on time, Empire. Big time salute to you, channel member. I'm not sure if you're in the Discord. I don't think you're in the Discord, but salute to you, Empire. By the way, if you are a channel member, join the Discord server, man. Click that link, get up in there. We have great conversation. We talk during the game, all that stuff. But you right on time, Empire. Good win. I'm riding with you. Even though a lot of Knicks fans are not. I guess I got to change my poll for tomorrow. I got to put, is this win in a step in the right direction? That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay. But I'm thinking that when we look at the, you know what, let's have a little bit of fun. On Friday, when I do my scouting report on the Sixers, I'm going to talk about that on the breakfast show, the Blue and Orange breakfast show on Friday. All right. Hold on. I'm in the wrong window. Let me get up out of there. Boop. And by the way, as you guys enter the show, continue to smash the like button. All right. Talking about Knicks right now. Late night on today, Wednesday. So what I want to do, I just want to show you this run again that we getting ready to go on. Philadelphia 76ers, bro. I'm telling you right now, they're not scary, bro. They're not scary, bro. Trust me. They're not scary, bro. We need to be scared of ourselves. Are we going to come with the right energy? It's not about what the opposing team presents, because this offense is for real. Top 5 offense, probably be top 4 after tonight. Ooh, I closed the gap on HRM. Talk to me, by the way, for the channel members, we got a fantasy basketball league, and me and my man HRM, we going at it right now. He was up 100 and something points. Look how I closed the gap on old boy. He don't know what's getting ready to happen to him. He about to get cooked, but that's a whole nother topic. But to bring it back to the 76ers, let's look at their last 5 games, okay? So they went 3-5 in their last 5. I'm sorry, they went 2-3 in their last 5 games. They lost to Phoenix. They beat Indiana. So do we have the same energy for Philadelphia? They beat Indiana. Whoop-de-doo. Yay, we scared. But they lost to Cleveland twice. Do y'all see what I'm looking at? By the way, to all you guys that watch the Knicks in 10 show, this is why you need to subscribe to my channel, right? Because I be on the money. Let me tell you something. I study the game of basketball, right? Every time I do the Knicks in 10 show, I always tell you who to look out for. The first Knicks in 10 show, I told y'all, yo, I'm looking for the Boston Celtics. They're going to be a problem. Look at where Boston is now. So the last Knicks in 10 show, I told y'all, yo, I think Cleveland and Orlando, I think they're going to climb. But I'm really worried about Cleveland. And look at Cleveland in the top 6. I think they're going to overtake Toronto. We need to get on our A game because Cleveland could very well catch us. So we need to get on our A game ASAP. And I think we will. But I'm keeping it real with y'all. I'm not scared of the Philadelphia 76ers, bro. I know they got a young D Wade and Tyrese Maxey. When I say D Wade, I'm talking about Edgecombe. The kid reminds me of D Wade. I mean, just he's like Flash 2.0. No offense to D Wade, but he's a super athlete. This kid Edgecombe. You think I'm worried about these guys? Embiid, please play. George, please, because we don't need no excuses, dog. I don't want no excuses. Then the Philly fans will call up. I should get my man Sid to call up on Saturday. But he ain't going to make no excuses. He's a real one. But I'm telling you right now, there's no reason why we shouldn't beat the Philadelphia 76ers. The reason why this game tonight was important against the Brooklyn Nets is because I feel like we back to ourselves, y'all. Do you hear me? I believe that we are back to who we are. We score more points, high-powered offense, though we dropped a couple of points. Okay? Points against, look at that. Because the Brooklyn Nets helped us out. We dropped a whole point, making our defense look even better. We shoot better. We get more rebounds. We get more assists. The only thing, but they do get more blocks and steals. I give them that. But besides, I'm just saying, like, realistically, y'all, Philadelphia got a good team. They do. But I'm not scared of them, bro. I'm not. So we're going to bring our A game. And we're going to make it happen. I am 100% confident in the boys in orange and blue. So I'll get back to your calls and more after these messages.
The Objective Knicks fan is officially partnering with creators and brands this year. If you have a product, service, business, or personal brand and you want exposure to thousands of passionate New York Knicks fans, turnkey promotional opportunities are now available. Here's what's being offered. Ad rotations, a 30-second ad placed throughout a full episode, including the opening and mid-show breaks. Maximum visibility with links in the description, reaching both live viewers and replay audiences. Now we have the Business Spotlight, a full 30-minute interview feature highlighting your brand, your journey, and how fans can support you. Includes logo placement in the thumbnail, direct links in the description, cross-promotion across platforms, and permanent evergreen content on the channel. And last, we have co-host opportunities, where you can appear as an official co-host on the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show or Knicks Nocturnal. Your name in the title, in the thumbnail, equal airtime, and full promotional support across the Objective Knicks Fan Network. To activate and grow with us, go to linktree.com/theobjectivefan now.
Definitely hit the Linktree if you're interested in any of those packages. Okay, we got the co-host, the ad rotations, the business spotlight. If you want to check these things out, all you gotta do is hit the Linktree. All my contact information is there. Linktree/theobjectivefan. I want to say this. I mean, I'm not saying that the Philadelphia 76ers game is going to be a hard game. I'm not saying that at all, right? Because they are a good team. What I'm saying is I believe in our squad. I think that we need a supreme focus, which I believe they will have. And with that focus, they can get this victory. The Philadelphia 76ers is not playing to get the greatest ball. Let me just say this. When we lost to Dallas, they had 2 wins. Granted, it was against Utah, but they still had 2 wins. You're talking about a Philadelphia 76ers team that's 2 out of their last 5. Of course, we're 1 out of our last 4, but they're 2 out of their last 5. So we're not going up against a team on their A game right now, no matter how you cut it. Same thing with Sacramento. Hello. Sacramento lost 2 games in a row. Yeah. So this is why I believe in my prediction. I'm telling you, we going on a run. Yes, we dropped Dallas. Okay, we lost to Dallas. Okay. All right. Thing of the past. Now we got Philly. Now we got Sacramento. Like I said, 2 teams that's not playing the best basketball. Toronto Raptors, we own them. And we should continue to own them. The Portland Trail Blazers, we beat them already. We should be able to beat them again. Los Angeles Lakers play no defense. They celebrated. These Lakers fans, I see you. See, I watch basketball, not just Knicks basketball. I seen the Lakers celebrate for beating Jokic, a Jokic-less Nuggets, having to come back to beat a Jokic-less Nuggets. I'm not scared of none of these teams, y'all. I'm not. I'm not saying we're going to win every game because I said we will go 7 out of the 9. We already dropped 1. So we got another graceful loss if we lose. But it's not until we lose 2 games I'll be wrong. But I don't think these guys are going to prove me wrong. Oh, I got another thing too I want to show y'all. All right? Look at the differential, y'all. We went up 1.1 differential point after smacking this team 60 points. Boosting us up. Do any of you guys know what a trend line is in trading? To all my people that may trade, day trading or just whatever trading, stocks, Bitcoins, all of that stuff. You know what a trend line is? If you know what a trend line is, then you know where I'm going with the differential. Let me see how many people in the chat know what a trend line is. All right. If you know what a trend line is, then you'll know where I'm going. I honestly believe that the 4.1 is the bottom of the trend line. It's the floor. I don't see us going below 4.1 differential. If anything, I see it climbing all the way back up. All right. Remember, differential separates the boys from the men. It tells me who's real and who's not. The reason why I know the Detroit Pistons is real because they got the best differential and the best record. Boston Celtics, second best differential. They've been maintaining a 5.9 or more for the past 20 games. What more evidence do you need to see from the Boston Celtics? This is our competition at the top of the East in terms of the regular season. I'm curious to see what Cleveland does. I got my eye on them because I knew they would rise out of the ashes. They're a team that can't persevere. They had so many injuries and, injuries is the excuse. Injuries is the excuse. Oh, yeah, this guy's hurt. Max Strus, do-do-do-do. And yeah, it's always the excuse. But to bring it back to this next game, continue to look too far ahead, I'm going to say this. Getting the biggest lead that we had since the Toronto Raptors game a whole month ago, this matters, man. This is a confidence booster, even for professionals. They had 5 steals in the second quarter, guys playing defense. By the way, my man from that moved from New York down south, to North Carolina, I disagree with him. I don't think that Towns and Brunson plays no defense at all. I think that's, people over-exaggerate their criticisms sometimes. Like, when you say nobody plays no defense at all, you gotta be talking about a guy like Jokic. Most players do not play defense at all. Jokic plays no defense at all. Yeah, no defense, no pick and roll, no help. I mean, if you want to count rebounding, so okay, he rebounds. But Jalen Brunson is a solid help defender, right? He gets beat most of the time because he's going up against guys that's either super athletic than him or way taller than him. And he's in a vulnerable position, right? But you see how I kind of debunked my man's argument. Salute to him. I'm not just trying to tear him apart. I thought it was a good call, but I just agree with that one part. Like, no guard guards the other guard. No one, not even SGA. None of them guard the opposing guard, dog. Lou Dort gets Cade Cunningham. Who else? Whoever plays small forward for the Cavaliers guards the point guard. Where you want to go? We talking about the top point guards, not the, Jalen Suggs is cool. He's not an all-star. But, I'm talking about the top level dudes. They're not guarding each other, bro. So don't even try to put that knock on Jalen Brunson. Who the hell is Luka guarding? Why nobody talks about Luka Doncic's defense? That's what I want to know. At least Brunson is like second in charges. So to say he plays no defense, I disagree. Towns also, he has the 12th highest differential. I'm sorry. Karl-Anthony Towns has the 12th highest defensive rating for 7-footers. Yeah. The Knicks is one of the better paint protection teams in the league. If you want, I can show you better than I can tell you. How about we go to NBA.com? You know what I'm saying? This is why I always say stats with context, right? Not just stats to throw stats at you, because I don't believe in most advanced stats. Like, oh, yeah, there's a super advanced stat that tells you what a player does. Nah, dog. I deal with practical stuff. Defensive rating, offensive rating, that's practical. If I got to get into some advanced, every time you take 2 dribbles to the left and you go right and you make a shot, nah, dog. Now you're just being too analytical. Basketball, at the end of the day, is basketball. So, yes, I do consider myself to be Stat Master Miyagi, but I don't just go off the deep end with stats because it'll take you down a rabbit hole. Like, let me tell you some of the stats I keep track of, right? So I keep track of record versus teams that are top 10 in pace. Records versus teams that are bottom 20 in pace. Okay? Practical stuff. I'm not telling you, oh, yeah, the super advanced paint percentage stat. Nah, dog. I'm very, very, very practical. And I don't just go off of just any old number. Plus minus is cool with context. Right? Stats with context. A lot of times people throw around stats, but they don't know the context, or they don't understand the nuance of it. Like I said, I study the game of basketball. All the time I'm looking up terms. What the hell is this? Because I'm always learning something new. But let me get this on the screen for you. It'll be opponent, I think. Or MISC. Okay. So, all right, cool. So this is going to give you, when you go to MISC on NBA.com, it gives you opponents and 4. Okay. So when you go to opponent's point in the paint, right, and you sort it, so the Dallas Mavericks, they're the worst team. It's funny. The Dallas Mavericks are the best 3-point defense team in basketball, but they're the worst paint. They're the worst in giving up points in the paint. You just walk to the basket. Guess who's number 2 behind them? Sacramento. Anyway, I digress. We're going to beat the Kings. We might even smack the Kings. How about that? But let me go back. The Knicks give up the 4th fewest paint points in basketball. That's with Karl-Anthony Towns at the 5. Okay? That's with Cat at the 5. Okay? Can we take that in? Can we breathe that in? The team that is so great defensively, right? Detroit. They get 2 paint points less than we did get. So we're in the same ballpark defensively in the paint as the Detroit Pistons. Where we suffer is opponent 3-point percentage, not the paint. Karl-Anthony Towns, like I said, number 12 in defensive rating for 7-footers in this league. All right? Hello, caller. State your name and where you're calling from. Are you there? Can you hear me? Caller, can you hear me? I hear something. You're not talking. All right. Call back when your phone is right. If you're going to call up, make sure your phone is right. All right. 646-995-8389. Yeah, man. I didn't even get to go. I might even finish with what I wanted to talk about with the game. Because, sometimes you guys say things that really interest me. I talked a little bit about Mitch. He's looking like he's ready for that contract extension. And it's so funny how players, it's safe for me to assume this guy who called me from the 646 number might be the same unknown guy that keeps calling me. Bro, I'm not answering unknown. And if you are the Detroit guy, bro, you got to stop. I will get to Detroit. Tonight is not Detroit's time, bro. I'm not going there. We won the game. What do you want to talk about, bro? I just don't want to go there. Nah, we good, bro. We good. All right. Let me get back to Mitch. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson, he definitely looks like he's ready to get that bag. And it's common. Mitchell Robinson is common, but I like him and Brunson working together, getting alley hoops. And if they continue doing that, it'll give Mitchell Robinson more purpose in the offense. I feel like sometimes he just disappears. As far as the paint, right? So, and I keep talking about the paint. Points, the first quarters. We know that first quarters have been a big issue for us, right? I'm going to give you the number. So prior to this game, we only won. Sorry, stupid keyboard. Prior to this game, because we won the first quarter by a dramatic mark, we only won 1, 2, 3, 4. We only won 4 fourth quarters in the last 13 games before this. Okay? We went in opponent first quarter points. We averaged 30.5 during this stretch. Okay? So them holding the Toronto Raptors to, 20 points? That was a statement. You don't think that they have all of these stats that I got? Maybe not all of them. Because some of the stats I keep, it's kind of unique. But they definitely have access to way more stats than I have. That's a fact. And yet still, they come out there and they improve upon their previous performances. It's like everything that they struggled with, they countered with. And I thought that this was just a great show of putting into practice what you guys were talking about, whatever the hell it was, because Jalen Brunson, he said, none of you guys better ever tell what's being said in these player meetings. And to all you people talking about you got leaks and there's listen, I think it's all cap. This locker room is so tight because the people who got the leaks, the real reporters, you ain't going to have a leak they don't got. So, oh yeah, my friend Tony who works in the garage. Okay, that's cool. He works in the garage. Where Brunson happens to park his car and he's seen Brunson tell somebody, oh yeah, I want to, nah, dog. Yeah, I take it with a grain of salt. Because you don't have more sources than what Sam Amick and the rest of those guys have. Hello, caller, state your name, where you calling from. I'm not sure what's going on with the lines. Let me see. Is that me? Hold on. Let me reset the lines because that could be me now. Hold on. Let me just double check something. I'm going to come back after these messages.
Quick shout out to one of our partners, Self. A lot of people don't realize how much your credit impacts your real life options, where you can live, what you can drive, even the kind of opportunities you can access. Self is a platform designed to help you build and strengthen your credit in a smart, structured way. It's not about quick fixes. It's about turning consistency into leverage. Whether you're rebuilding, starting fresh, or just trying to put yourself in a stronger financial position, Self gives you tools to help create real financial structure over time. If improving your credit and setting up your financial foundation is one of your goals this year, check out Self through the link in the description. Self. Build your credit, build your options.
Definitely go check out Self, a fast way to improve your credit score. All right. And you can check that out on the link tree. The reason why you want to go to my link tree is because we have special offers that you can only get through us. Okay. So I resetted the phone lines while we were on the break. And hopefully this corrects the phone issue. So call up 646-995-8385. You know, I had a troll calling the number like 100 times just now. So, you know, it is what it is with that. If you want to continue to talk, and yes, this is why I don't answer unknown calls. I can only do so much with trolls. But anyway, I talked about the differential. We talked about this was the biggest lead in Knicks history. Let me tell you something, man. Whatever Jalen Brunson told these guys, bro, incredible, man. I mean, what more could be said when they respond this way? And I think it's going to continue. I got faith in Captain, right? I got faith in what Mike Brown is trying to do, because one thing about Mike Brown, he takes accountability. And I respect that. Like, yo, I dropped the ball. It's me. I got a solution. I'm going to figure it out. He says the right things, but when it translates to wins, you can't help but just give this brother his flowers, his respect. And, you know, Brunson team meeting, people could question his leadership. You guys thinking I don't think Brunson's a good leader. I never said that. You know, I do content. I'm the objective fan. I ask questions. You know, I get down to the bottom of things. I'm not somebody who holds a grudge or has an axe to grind, or I'm not somebody who just says things just for clickbait value. You know, some people were questioning his leadership. So I just want to know what the deal is. Let me see some. Hold on. This about. Like I said, 646-995-8389. You should be able to get through now. I cleared the line. Medic said that's a Skywalker hacking the system. Salute to all the channel members in the building. Continue to smash that like button, man. So you know, let's get the likes up. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed. My man Empire says we won the cup with Cat, and he helped us get to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's true. That's true. Coach says Luka Castle plays his man. We need that, at least that type. Okay. Well, Castle's not also a top point guard though. So he's not. Castle is not a all NBA first teamer. He's not. SGA doesn't guard his guy, right? And it's not because SGA doesn't play no defense. It's because Blue Dort, that's his job. The other brother, Caruso, that's his job. So, yeah, just for the record, Coach, I see you. Salute to all the channel members in the building, man. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these phone lines, bro. Hold on, let me do it. I'm gonna do a test call to see what's up with these lines, man. 646-995-8389. I did miss like 4 calls, which is crazy. I answered 2 of them. I don't know. Man, you get trolls calling you 100 times, bro. That's wild. Let me see. I'm doing a test call now just to make sure it's me. I did reset the line. Okay, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's back up. So if I missed your call earlier, call back. I'll get you on the line. Oh, but you know what? The number one thing tonight, the number one thing tonight is the 3-point defense, yo. 3-point defense, hella impressive. The reason why I say that is because the Nets, they're not efficient from 3, but they're top 10 in makes and attempts. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, they gonna jack them up there. Will they hit them? That's the question. But, yo, the Knicks rotation on defense, once again, I granted, you know, they got one player who averages over 20 points. Cam Thomas comes off the bench looking like a shell of himself due to the injuries. They don't really have, you know, when Claxton is your number one assist man, you don't got no offensive fluidity. No offense to Claxton, but he's a center. He shouldn't be leading your team in assists unless you're Jokic or Wilt Chamberlain. I don't think that your center leading the team in assists is a good idea. So because Porter Jr. couldn't really get much going, forcing double teams and getting guys open shots like he normally does, the Nets were dealing with, you know, single coverage. The Knicks didn't really have to rotate much because they never really had the help. A couple of times they helped on Michael Porter. Once again, Brunson and Hart did a fantastic job, but at the same time, it wasn't a lot of that. It was more so individual ball, dead men coming up, shooting deep threes, you know, guys just coming up, jacking up threes. Anytime they took their time to try to set it up, they would occasionally get a good three. But the Knicks defense, I mean, they wasn't getting much daylight, you know, and I'm going to tell you guys how bad the Knicks defense is from three-point land, right? Y'all worry about the paint. Okay. I'm going to tell you how bad the Knicks three-point defense is. In the last stretch of games, they gave up 47% from three. Before this game, 47% from three, 36% from three, 37% from three, then 32, but then 38, 36, 52, 47. Teams are shooting the lights out. Teams are shooting the lights out for three, man. All right, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to see if I could do this, man. Yeah, there we go. I got you. Okay, bet. So, unknown calls is blocked. Let's go. Get the unknown calls out of here. Now you got to call me from your number now. Yeah. Hold that. I'm glad. Yo, salute to Verizon, man. Verizon is the best. Well, I'm not going to say they're the best, but they're really good. But, yo, 646-995-8389. Now that the troll can't call back, we're good. Once again, if you can't call up, you know, send a donation, and I definitely will read your message on the screen. Cash apps, super chats, link trees, whatever you want to do, we could do it that way. Okay? Because I still want to talk, man. I'm mad that I missed like 4 calls because of this clown, man. And it's to the point, the dude calls so much, I can't even see the missed calls. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, that's wild to me, bro. But yeah, no more unknown calls, bro. All right? And don't worry. Yo, listen, Detroit, we coming for you, bro. Your day is coming. I'm going to let you live. No worries. There's times. Listen, the next time we see Detroit, we got Detroit coming in the next, what's this? We give about 2 weeks. Can we build some anticipation? I'm not talking to Detroit when we're not playing Detroit. You know, so he could think he's right about something. Come on, dog. The guys were upset because they were losing, bro. You know, nothing more, nothing less. You guys want to hear the paint points we gave up in the last 7 games? So we gave up 44, 28, 48, 36, 50, 38, 44. Way better than the 3-point defense. We don't give up a lot of paint points. It's just a fact. The fact of life. I didn't mean to click that. I could go even deeper with this. Let me see something. because people like to really stunt like, oh man, Towns don't play no defense and he's just really bad. Man, he's terrible. Okay. I'm trying to find, is it the shot dashboard? All right, we can have fun with this. Let's go to teams. Let's go to team shot dashboard. All right. So how do I see the opponent though? Hold on, let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. This is where I want to be. All right. So these are the teams that give up the highest percentage. All right. The highest percentage of, see, I was waiting for somebody to really call, because I would have did content on this. I could really go deep on this Knicks, let people just get to the basket stuff. So this is what teams are shooting less than in terms of field goal percentage. These are the worst defenses in the league. Sacramento, Utah, Los Angeles, Denver Nuggets, Toronto Raptors, Pelicans, Heat. These guys give up a lot of high efficiency inside. Bam. All right. Bam. So look at the low end. Oklahoma City Thunder give up 56%. The beloved Detroit Pistons, they give up 59.2%. Cleveland Cavaliers give up 60.7%. Minnesota Timberwolves give up 61%. New York Knicks give up 62.5%. We're fifth best. When people talk, right, this is why I like to see stuff on the screen. You got to show me it. Teams are not shooting effectively inside against us. They're not. We do a good job at protecting the paint. We're in the top 5. We shoot about damn near 10 percentage points higher than Sacramento, who is the worst team. All right? Okay. Cool. And it gets worse as we get further from the basket, y'all. So this is 5 through 9 feet, right? Okay. So this is the highest, right? Pelicans, Kings, once again. We're going to smoke we're going to smoke the Kings, y'all. I'm going there. We're going to smoke them. Yeah, we're going to smoke them. I'm not worried about them. But let's go and see who holds the teams to the least amount. So if this is 5 to 9%, and the Knicks, we are still top 15, but, we're not as high, right? I keep telling you, when you get further away from the basket, the Knicks get worse. They get worse. The further you get away from the basket, it gets worse, okay? 10 to 14 feet. I don't even like 10 to 14 feet because most teams don't even play like this. Like, look at the amount of attempts. Look at the attempts from 10 to 14 feet. This is no mid-range game at all. Look at this, 8, 6. So we could even skip this. Let's go to 15 to 19 feet. Let's see what we averaging over there. Okay. So this is the best 15 to 19 feet. Once again, when you get from 10 to 19 feet, you got to understand, most people do not play that type of basketball. So looking at this stat is kind of irrelevant, but it still paints the narrative. It still shows you what I'm talking about, that the further you get away from the basket, the worse the Knicks get. I can't make this up. I did a deep dive on this. This is how I know it. But wait, it gets worse. Let's go to threes now. Okay, so 20 to 54 feet, we're in bottom of 15. See that? We're at the bottom. Now I don't even have to do this. We fell out of the top. Now we're in the bottom, y'all. Okay, what is this, 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what, we 14th? We're just not good away from the basket, bro. We're not. The defense is trash. I hate to break it to you, but yeah, what they told you was a lie. Karl-Anthony Towns is not the liability you think he is on defense. Where he's a liability at is fouls. More in particular, offensive fouls. He leads the league in charges. That diminishes his ability to defend because now he has to play like this because he's going to get fouled out. And then another thing, too, I didn't touch on with Towns in this game, he's still hooking. He's still elbowing. I told my man J-Tap in the chat, I said, yo, you didn't see that elbow he just got away with? Towns needs to stop arguing with the refs. Where was that in the meeting? Did someone say, hey, Towns, you got to stop with the refs? Because it didn't look like it, because he continued to argue with the refs. You hooked the man twice. You had his arm hooked. You can't do that, bro. This is basketball. You can't do that. So, Rome wasn't built in a day. They still got a lot of work to do. But I'm definitely curious to see how they get it done. I'll be back. I got more. The phone lines is reset, so if you want to call, but we'll be back with more after these messages. I also want to take a moment to shout out another partner, Talkspace. We talk a lot about performance, discipline, and consistency, but none of that exists without the mental side being right. Talkspace gives you private access to licensed professionals so you can work on things like stress, focus, motivation, emotional control, and life balance. This isn't about something being wrong with you. This is about building mental strength the same way you build anything else with the right support. If you're carrying pressure, trying to stay sharp, or just want a space to think clearly and move better, Talkspace is a real resource. You can check them out right through the link in the description, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Talkspace, mental performance for support for real life. Listen, man, big time salute to everybody in the building. My man Empire, Cash, Mellow Mike, Coach, all the channel members. I do appreciate all of you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably do a midday show and Knicks Nocturnal will return. I do appreciate you guys, man. As always, until next time, let's go.